Loyalty to the fleet is
Oh,
about more
sorry.
than just killing Geth. Talizor is guilty.
What's your opinion?
Rieger.
You might help
Shepard,
us?
Talizora, good to see you both. Wish you were under better circumstances.
What did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the sun on Haystrom should have been acting that way.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Can't really comment on that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
Oh, I was kind of hoping you could, like, throw in a good word for Talia or something. I don't think so. They can come back online, if not destroyed or deactivate probably, but they can't do anything. Yeah, right? So what would they do? Quarians are paranoid, they lost one home already to the Geth. I mean, yeah, understandable. And they're still fighting this big war against the Geth. And have kept their location secret to avoid the Geth destroying them completely. Which I guess is really an honor for us to be here, despite the circumstances.
What are you doing aboard the Raya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
Well, I stayed to argue the charges against Talizora. I've served with her and she deserves better than what she's getting.
Thanks, Cal.
Just stating facts, ma'am.
Aww. I really hope him being alive is going to change something.
Have you had any luck talking to the Admiralty board?
Admiral Ron asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haystrom. She and Admiral Gerrel are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side, then find evidence to clear your name. They were hesitant, but well, we didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Alarai. I hope you can handle it.
You did the right thing. Thank you.
I also wonder if we're going to see, like, their true appearance, like, I don't know, a Quarian or two without the mask here. Because, I mean, if anywhere, then here, right?
You said that your mission had something to do with dark energy.
Right. Remember the damn sun on Haystrom? Shorted out everything. Way too much radiation? The sun's getting old. Only it's not. Dark energy. It's reducing the mass of the star's interior. Techs are worried.
So, part of the sun is being converted into dark energy? What? How? Why?
Do you think the Geth are responsible for what's happening to Haystrom's sun?
Keela, I hope not. If they can screw up a star, our chances in war are even worse than I thought.
I don't think this is the Geth. It would take massive time and resources to affect a star like this deliberately. It's too inefficient to be a weapon, and even the Geth wouldn't destroy a useful star system. Besides, they didn't show up until we did.
Yeah, hope you're right, man. Synthetic bastards are bad enough as it is.
But who else would it be? The Reapers? The Collectors? But why? I mean, we do remember, Alistair looked it up last time, dark energy is the energy which, like, causes everything to expand, right? What basically causes the universe to grow. If you have that inside the sun, is it just going to explode at some point? But there was nothing in the system, right? So why would they do that? And hey, already T9. I'm not sure if you prefer to go by like a shortened version. If you do, let me know. How are you doing? How's this going? Happy to catch the stream. Yes, very nice to see you. It's going amazing. Mass Effect 2 is really great. It's even better than the first game. And I'm also really excited to do Tali's quest here. Just ignore the star stuff. It's related to an ending that doesn't exist anymore. Wait, what? An ending that doesn't exist anymore? Did they delete some of the endings?
What does that dark energy buildup mean? Is it something we should worry about?
Sorry, Shepard, I don't know what it means. Just that it has the scientists worried.
Hopefully it's isolated, some rare phenomenon. If dark energy can destabilize solar material. Probably not something to worry about now. But resources in this galaxy are scarce enough without stars suddenly going dead.
Some days I think flying around in the fleet without a planet of our own is the right idea.
When someone in this game says probably not to worry about it now, you should worry about it right now.
How have you been, Rieger? You took kind of a beating on Haystrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
I like how he just doesn't care at all. He's just happy.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
We do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a single shot.
No, Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops tally. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
We should get
Oh
going.
well.
Good luck on the Asari. Stay safe out there.
I really hope he's going to make like a difference. Maybe just a small one. Okay. I mean, Zen didn't seem too bad, right? If you romance Tali, you can get a portrait for your office in Mass Effect 3, in which you will see her without the protective suit. Oh, curious. The dark energy was supposed to be relevant to the ending where every 50,000 years the galaxy would be killed by dark energy expansion and the Reapers were killing everyone to stop it. It's a terrible ending. Oh, and they just like completely removed that story? Maybe better.
Tali Zora, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Asari.
Okay.
I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander Shepard. We owe you a debt of gratitude for your actions against the Geth.
She really doesn't like Tali, does she?
Tali was with me. Saren and the Geth would have destroyed us all without her help.
Your political machinations are transparent, Commander. They are also unnecessary. If you and your father were actually experimenting on active Geth subjects, then you are simply idiots. No reason to waste resources on a trial. If not, then this was a tragic accident in the pursuit of a higher cause. Again, no trial is needed to determine that.
I mean, she's rude, but she kinda has a point. Also, she has a nice voice. Lots of very cool voice actors and actresses around here. In the military there's an old saying, no plan survives first contact with the enemy. Oh boy. They changed the portrait in Legendary Edition because the one they used in the original was just stock photo edited. Oh wow, that's lazy. I had one friend who loved Sam was obsessed with her voice.
Can you tell me anything about the Asari?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and 50 units.
Then this can't have anything
It's a little
to do with
Morrigan-like,
me.
right?
I only sent parts and pieces, and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
But where did the Geth come from then? Was someone else experimenting with them?
It sounds like your ideas about synthetics are in the minority.
Yes, at least on the Admiralty board, Han Gerrel sees an enemy that must be crushed. Zalcorus would run away and hide on some new colony world. Shalaran is still undecided. I had thought Rael to be firmly in Han's camp, but if his experiments were on active Geth, perhaps we have ideas in common.
So she approves those experiments? And is her voice once again Morrigan's voice? It's the longer I listen to her, the more it sounds like Morrigan. Just like with a little filter.
If we don't find Rael alive on the Asari, what do you think will happen?
The power balance will be disrupted. Han loses a vote for his foolish and self-destructive war. That would favor peace then, as Shalaran is too careful to risk her own neck. But if the Admiral replacing Rael agrees with me, things could become very exciting.
Oh boy, she's also playing the big political game here. It's Claudia Beck, aka Morrigan. I knew it! It really is her. You can really hear it. And it is such a nice voice. Seems like she did like quite a few minor roles in this game, right? Like it was also that Asari. That one specific one. Maybe you remember from last time? Like on Ilium?
You support experiments on living creatures?
Rael should have felt no more guilt experimenting on Geth than I did while performing surgery on a childhood toy.
The fact that you performed surgery on your childhood toys explains a great deal, Admiral.
A ship travels faster than I can. With the right programming, it can choose locations, even defend itself when attacked. But it is just a machine. It was built for the sole purpose of serving its master, and it can be dismantled whenever its master desires.
Sounds like quite a dangerous stance here, right? I mean, especially with the past with the Geth. I mean, then again, hey, I agree that AI is cool. ED is cool. You're such a good ear for that, Ethan. I'm not really sure why, but I'm actually quite good at like recognizing voices. Secret talent, which doesn't help you at all. Serial killer vibes. A little.
Can you tell me anything about the
Ah.
Ally?
Little. We detect, given the
No,
right-
we had
This
that.
can't have anything to do with
Here we go.
If you're not interested in this trial, why not recuse yourself?
And let that aging warship Han Gerrel and the cowardly Zal Chorus be the ones to chart this course? I think not. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Tali Zora is only peripherally related. No offense intended.
And what is the true purpose of this trial, Admiral?
To
Her father.
determine whether Quarians should fear their past mistakes or reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for artificial intelligence.
But see, it's all about AI. And I think it's also really about her father, like Tali's father. Cause, as she said, if he's going to be replaced, it will really shift the power dynamics and the Admiralty board.
So the only reason you care about this is because Rael might have learned something valuable from
Rael.
the Geth?
Indeed, if he has, then even in this accident we may find something worthwhile.
You want to create new AIs?
No, Tali Zora. I wish to return the Geth to the control of their rightful masters, the Quarian race.
You're insane.
Yeah, I mean, oof. That sounds hella dangerous. How to get rid of the rest of the Quarians in 2 simple steps.
Thank you for the information.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Commander.
How did you become Admiral then? Do we even know how admirals get, like... Do they get elected? Excuse me, I have political questions.
Shepard? How did you get onto the Raya?
Shepard is here to help
From the
me with
beginning,
trial.
Vitor.
Oh yes, I heard about that. I hope you didn't really do what they said you did.
No, Vitor. I would never endanger the fleet.
Oh, well, good. So, can I help you with anything? I mean, probably not, but you
Hey.
helped me.
Aww. I like Vitor. He's so nice and awkward and anxious. I really vibe with that. And hey Blue! How are you? How's it going? How was your day so far? Nice to see you. Yes, they are elected. Ah, so it's like just like a democratic election.
Tali could use some friends right now. Would you be willing to tell the admirals how she helped you?
No, I mean, yes, but I already did. They came to see me. I didn't want to talk in a crowd.
Vitor is doing well, but he isn't ready for a public speech just yet.
I talked to them. So did that soldier, Cal Rieger. We both told them about how you helped us. I hope it helped.
I'm sure it did, Vitor. Thank you.
He's doing his best. I'm good, and you? A little bit done, a little bit tired, but besides that, I'm well. Thanks for asking. Are you also going to play some more Mass Effect today?
Do you remember anything else about the Collectors? Anything at all?
Nothing new. I'm sorry. Every time I go back to that place in my mind, I
Vitor, come back. It's okay.
want to help, but I can't. I didn't see anything, and what I remember...
Don't worry, Vitor. We're going to find the things that did this, and we're going to kill them.
Good. Thank you.
Oh. But it's really nice to see him again.
Take care of yourself, Vitor. Not many could have gone through what you did and come out sane.
I know. I didn't. But thank you, Commander.
Oh.
It's only because of your help that I've come this far.
Poor guy. I gotta say, so far, every character we talked to is very cool. I really love this mission already.
Shepard spoke well to the admirals.
I'm also tired. Yeah, I guess we all are. But you are feeling better now, Malachan, right? At least a little, maybe? Hopefully. Hey, Ron.
You set me up, Shala. You told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might not have let you try to retake the Alloy. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
Crazy. So that was a plan all along. I mean, I guess it makes sense. It's really not nice for Tali. But yeah.
Are the judges that set on finding her guilty?
Anything involving the Geth is a live wire, Shepard. But there is still hope. And Girls greatly respects both you and Tali Zora for stopping Saren. Admiral Koresh sees the whole thing as a war crime and wants to convict. I have no idea what Admiral Zen wants. You should get to the Alarai soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
Oh gosh, I really hope there's not a time or something, but it really feels important to talk to them first. Yeah, it's better. I'm happy to hear that.
What can you tell us about the Alarai?
Not much, I'm afraid. Real Zora only said that he was researching new defense technology.
He told me only that he needed any Geth parts or pieces I found. I assumed he was testing weapons on Geth components.
We knew nothing until the Alarai sent a distress signal, then went dead. We didn't even know about the Geth until a boarding team was attacked.
Is Tali's father experimenting with living Geth? It kinda sounds like that, right? Oh boy. Is it going to be that he's guilty of it? I wonder, if that's true, I really do wonder how Tali's going to react. Can't be a war crime if there's no war. Yeah, it doesn't really seem like an open war anymore, right? Between the Quarians and the Geth.
You're saying there's no data about the inside of the ship.
That's exactly what I am saying. The Marines who survived and escaped saw bodies in the halls. We must assume the worst.
And they're not trying to retake it?
We don't.
Why are the Quarians not trying to retake it? Was they lost like some people already?
How long have you known Tali's family?
Since before Real was an admiral. 25 or 30 years, I'd guess. I was there when Tali was born. Her mother and I had synced up our suits so we could be in the same open-air room.
Aww.
I was sick for a week. But it was worth it. I was the one who took Tali from her mother and put her in the bubble. She cried so hard.
They're not allowed to fight the Geth, they have a treaty enforced by the Citadel. Oh, why? I mean, I would have assumed that they don't want to fight the Geth, cause it just sounds like very risky for them. But why is the Citadel forbidding them to fight the Geth?
I don't understand. You put your children in bubbles?
Environmental units. It's a step between relying on the mother's immune system through nursing and getting a suit of one's own.
The bubbles let parents take their children out of the clean rooms safely. We don't wear suits until adolescence.
There's a celebration when a child gets her first suit. It's a coming of age.
The bubble popping ceremony. But I mean, from what they say now, it really sounds like they never really take off their suits, right? Maybe like at home, I guess.
I'm not hearing much about Rail's involvement in Tali's life.
It's difficult to explain. I shouldn't.
There wasn't
It's
much.
all right, Tanshala. No secrets between shipmates. I think I told Shepard about my father.
If you say so. Real was committed to the Quarian cause. That didn't leave him a lot of time for his family. He wanted to give Tali and her mother the home world, or a strong fleet at least. That was how he showed his love.
Yeah, in the first game, Tali didn't really sound too happy about that, right? They need a completely sterile place, created specifically for them. I guess that's also why it was so complicated to sync like Rand's suit with one of Tali's mother, right?
What kind of evidence will carry weight with the admirals?
Tali, you admitted to sending Geth parts to your father for his project.
Yes, but never anything that could have come back online on its own. I took every possible precaution.
Then find records of your shipment and experiments. Something that proves you were careful. Something that proves that this is all just a terrible accident that nobody could have foreseen.
Oh boy. But I mean, it can't be an accident, right? If Tali's telling the truth, and of course I trust that, someone else is behind that. And I'm kind of afraid it might be Tali's dad.
There seem to be some other arguments going on among the admirals.
You caught that? Yes, the Geth's presence makes this a touchy issue. The Admiralty Board is trying to determine whether to focus on colonial development or attempt to retake the home world.
You're thinking of war? With the Geth?
I am not, Tali, but others are.
It really doesn't seem that they have the numbers or the resources for that. Because Citadel are bungholes? I mean, you're not wrong. They need to completely stir up... Ah, well, I read that before. At the time, the Citadel panicked and thought that the Geth could influence other AI which existed on the Citadel and other planets before the rebellion. Ah, and cause further rebellion. So it was accepted that no aggression towards the Geth was the best policy, and also destroyed, killed all the sentient AI in Citadel space. Kinda do feel bad for the AI, though. Wow.
We should move on.
Good luck on the Alarai.
Did you see Mordin just like appearing like, hi? Remember me? I'm also here.
During the hearing, Tali'Zorah's first thought is to protect the fleet.
See? Okay, so to the other two admirals, and then we head out for the ship.
Tali, I'm glad Admiral Ran got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And your Captain Shepard?
Trying.
Admiral Hangarel Vasnima. You got Admiral Corris backing up worse than a Krogan toilet. I'm glad to see Tali's captain knows how to handle a courtroom.
Can't remember that. But yeah, he also seems to be nice and rather on our side, right? I also don't know how it works in the end. If we need like a majority, if they have to vote like unanimously. I don't know. So you're on Talia's side.
I get the sense you're inclined to believe the defense. I'm glad one of the judges is.
If you were only giving Rail inactive equipment for weapons tests, I've got no problem. We need to test weapons against Geth material. I know you and your father. You put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
That's the thing. Okay, let's talk also about the other things.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Nothing good. We sent some of our best Marines into that hellhole. Damn few made it back. Whatever Rail was doing, it blew up in his face. A ship is crawling with Geth. Don't go in expecting survivors.
Admiral, my father, your friend, is on that ship.
I know that, Tali. But if Shala hadn't suggested you might volunteer, we'd already have destroyed the Alarai. That's where we stand.
Yikes. But I mean, it sounds like there are like hordes of Geth, right? How would Tali even send that?
Can you tell me about the other admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about Tali?
The one you didn't recognize, Tali, is Admiral Zen. She's on the fence. She takes fleet safety very seriously. On the other hand, she's always been in favor of studying the Geth. I hope she sees the benefits of Rail's research. Admiral Corris is the same whining suit wetter he always was.
Yeah, really doesn't seem to be a nice guy.
You disagree with Admiral Chorus's policies, I'm guessing. Or is it personal?
The man is a damn Geth apologist. Thinks we were wrong to try to destroy them centuries ago. He wants us to search for new colony possibilities instead of taking back the home world. Any research on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
Interesting. So I guess he and Xen are really all the way at odds.
You and Tally's father go back a long ways?
We served together on the gunship Yaska during a bad Batarian raid. We were kids, serving pre-pilgrimage as trainees. A crew of 10, and 6 were dead. Kinetic barriers were down. Rail and I were alone on the bridge, and the Batarians had drawn off a tramp freighter.
Oh boy. Ah, so they are re-releasing the old games for that marathon? Sounds nice. Gonna play them?
Did you save the freighter?
Our ship was under orders to hold position, but Rail looked at me and said, "We're underage. They can't charge us for breaking formation." He took the helm.
Oh boy.
I took weapons, and we brought that freighter back. The crew called us heroes. The brass called us idiots. They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's Rail for you.
Good job, now go. But yeah, sounds like both might be really popular with the Quarians. So I guess it's a good thing that Garrett is kind of on our side. I really do wonder if we can save Rael. Because I mean, if we do, we also have like a strong voice for Tali, right? Or maybe he also has to step down. Kind of like her aunt.
It sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tally bringing back equipment.
You noticed that, did you? Tally's father wasn't just running weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale war.
I know Father wanted to retake the homeworld someday, but are we that close?
I don't know, kid. We almost had the votes. We just need to give people hope for victory.
Gosh, but an all-out open war against the Geth? Do you have the means for that?
I hope the Quarian people find some place to live, Admiral. But it sounds like you're playing with fire.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy and we just ride around doing nothing.
We might need that fleet to help fight the Reapers, Admiral.
Then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do it.
Thanks for the information.
Boy.
Hang in there, kid.
Thank you, Admiral.
Well,